Hi, welcome back to the Distressed Princess, and in this episode, it is a kitschy Christmas. So get ready for some retro vintage Christmas style. I have lots of simple ideas so that you can achieve this vintage Christmas look at home, starting with this pink Christmas tree, which I'll tell you about later, but also if you stay till the end of the video, I'll tell you exactly where I got all my ornaments for my kitschy Christmas. The first DIY is a retro tree skirt I made for my pink Christmas tree. I'm using a tree skirt that I already had, and I'm going to cover up some of those acorns with some of this felt from the Dollar General store. I'm going to cut some diamond shapes and some little atomic starburst looking shapes into the different colors of felt, and I'm going to hot glue them down around the bottom of the tree skirt. I left some of the gold showing because I thought that just added to the 50s vibe, but of course if you were to do this with a brand new scrap of felt, which is what I would recommend using for this tree skirt, then you wouldn't have to worry about covering anything up. I just freehanded with some chalk onto the felt, some diamond shapes and some little star shapes, and cut them out. It was so simple to do and a lot of fun. Now let me introduce you to Costway. They were kind enough to supply me with the star of the show today, which is this 7-foot tall blush pink Christmas tree. And right now it is on sale for only $74. My pink tree arrived in timely fashion and was securely packaged. Setup was really easy as it only has 3 tree parts and the stand, so it was pretty much self-explanatory. It is not a pre-lit tree, but I used some multicolor lights on white wire and I used 3 strands. I really like that this tree is not a in-your-face bright pink. It is a pale blush pink, which may be hard to tell on this camera, but believe me, it is a beautiful shade of pink. It's not quite as full as pictured on the website, but once I got all the ornaments and everything put on, she was gorgeous. It was absolutely, hands down, the perfect tree for my kitschy Christmas decor this year. I also think that this pink Christmas tree would be really pretty in a Candyland Christmas scenario. So a little bit about Costway is that they are a company that started in the UK and now they have warehouses all over. They sell a lot of furniture for indoor and outdoor. They also have kitchen appliances, utensils, and decor items. Here's a little peek at their holiday section. They have a Black Friday sale coming up November 24th through the 28th for lots of surprises and discounted deals. They do offer a 30-day return guarantee if you're not satisfied with the product. However, it does not apply to flash deals or special priced items. And it needs to be in the same box that it arrived in. But I had no need to return my Christmas tree. I love it, and I'd like to thank Costway for sending it to me for this review, and I would recommend it for anyone's Christmas. And if you use this coupon code at checkout, you'll get 15% off your order site-wide. Now back to the kitschy Christmas DIYs. Now, I'm thinking if you're not into having a full-size Christmas tree that's pink, maybe you would enjoy to have just a small pink Christmas tree. So that's where you need to go to the Dollar Tree and pick up 2 of these little white Christmas trees. We're going to combine these 2 trees so they make one fluffier tree. So each tree, take all the branches and fluff them all out, but kind of flatten them against your table. Then put your two trees together just like this and use zip ties to secure them. I zip tied my trees in two places, one toward the top and one kind of toward the bottom. Now fluff out your branches. You don't need to be too especially fussy with fluffing out your branches because you're going to take it outside and spray paint it pink anyway. And voila, pretty pink Christmas tree. Now we need to find a base for it and decorate it. I'm using this tin that I think I got at the Dollar General store last year or the year before. I think it was only $1. And it would be really cute to leave it just like this, but it didn't quite. I mean, that looks like a kitchen thing. It says bake shop. And this is going in my living room. So I'm going to cover this tin with some paper that I'm going to print out off of my computer. And so I'm measuring my tin to see how much paper I need to print out in order to cover it. This is the paper that I printed out, and all I did was I searched up on Google atomic Christmas wallpaper. And so these atomic starburst with the pretty Christmas ornaments came up, and that's what I printed off. I just cut it down and taped it right to the tin. Now, so that the trees will stay stable down inside the tin and not wiggle around and move, I put a piece of floral foam down inside. To decorate it, I'm going to use this rice light set that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it's on copper wire. It's perfect for this tree, but there's just not very many lights. I wished that I would have gotten 2 packs, so be aware of that. There's not very many lights on this set. And this is a set of mini ornaments that I got from Target. They were the perfect retro colors, I thought. The next one, you may remember that I purchased this atomic starburst for $5 at an antique store. It's not really an antique, it's not really vintage at all, but it is in that starburst pattern that I love, and I always intended to paint this up, so now I'm going to do it Christmassy. So I left the mirror as a mirror, and I'm painting all the black little rods coming out of it and around the mirror. That's all going to be gold. Then for the pieces on the ends, I had a blue, red, green, and pink that I alternated the colors on each of the little balls on the ends to make my retro atomic star. I want to take just a minute to show you a little snippet of my last antiquing shopping day, and I ran across this original tinsel tree. Look how gorgeous, and look at the price, and it had its color wheel and everything. And then there was this whole bookcase full of retro vintage Christmas goodies that were so awesome. While I was at Walmart, I ran onto these beautiful vintage looking ornaments, 98 cents, and so I dug through the box and brought home the deer. He's going to be the perfect centerpiece for my kitschy Christmas wreath. So you'll need a small wreath from the Dollar Tree and some tinsel garland, which also came from the Dollar Tree. Then just wrap the tinsel around the wreath. And when it's all covered, cut it off and hot glue the end piece down. Next, you should be able to pop that little metal ornament right into the center of the wreath, because the wreath form has these 3 little rings that it's made out of, and it is the perfect size to catch each corner of this square ornament. And I like this because if you ever want to use this ornament to do another purpose or even to go on a tree, you can take it right back out and use it like that. And then I decorated it with some more of those little miniature ornaments that I got from Target. I took their hanger pieces off and I hot glued them all around the wreath. I tied a piece of gold string for a hanger and my kitschy wreath was done. This one I think is the easiest of them all. I scored these vintage Santa Claus, I don't know if they're tea light candle holders or what they are, at the antique store. They were originally from Hallmark and they were $3.29. I paid $3 a piece, so I guess I won. And the only thing I'm going to do with them is I'm going to put these bottle brush trees that I got from Target into the tops of them. And I picked these trees because they are more of a lime green color that I thought would go better with my kitschy Christmas. These next ones are almost just as easy as the last. All I did was I Googled vintage or retro Christmas graphics and I picked out the ones that I liked, I printed them out, and I cut them out. These smaller ones that I'm cutting right now, I meant to be Christmas tree ornaments. I printed everything out on cardstock paper so it would be heavier duty. Then I hot glued some gold string to the back of each one for a hanger. It really is neat what all you can make with just some ink in your printer and some cardstock paper. These images all came from the Graphics Fairy, which I will link in my description box below so that you can print your own. And all I did was I cut them out and I taped them up on the wall behind my kitschy Christmas scene. Now here are some things that I found at the antique store, and I thought you guys might be interested in seeing these vintage retro Christmas decorations. This is a company that I just love. All their vintage decorations for Halloween and for Christmas, and so I couldn't pass up that paper Santa. And then I found this little deer for only a couple of dollars. I loved him so. And this little candy container or cookie container that matched my Santa and my deer. And at long last, I finally found an atomic kitty. Those long neck kitties that they made, and I think most of them were from Japan. And I don't know. I'm not an expert on atomic kitties, but I just know that I love them and I wanted one. I've hunted and hunted, and I finally have one of my own. As promised, I'll tell you where all my decorations came from. This large deer was from Hobby Lobby. The two smaller ones are from Walmart. These campers I found on clearance, like big time clearance at the Dollar General just yesterday. They were 90% off, so they were like a dime, and I just painted them up a little bit. This little pink deer is one of my favorites. She came from Target a couple years ago. It's not quite everything that I want to have up there just yet, but it's a great start. Now, on the Christmas tree, the felt star and that plastic Mary, they came from the Dollar General store for $1. The camper is from Dollar Tree. The kitty cats are from Target, and all of these plastic glass-looking balls and bulbs, they came from Target. This metal Santa stop here is from Dollar General for $1. And these hanging wood ones are from Dollar General for $1. I have a couple of those wood ones, and I also have that plastic jolly that matches the Mary that is also from Dollar General for $1. And I think it all came together just really sweet. And I haven't found a vintage topper yet, so it's just a plastic star from the Dollar Tree. And the white wreath behind the tree came from Target, and I even forgot to take the tag off before I took this picture. It was $10. Thanks for spending time with me today. I hope you got some ideas to do your own kitschy Christmas, and I have another video loaded up for you right here. If you click the link, it'll take you to another vintage Christmas DIY video. And until next time, bye!